Every great story of wealth begins with a dream to build, grow, and leave something behind that lasts. At Meristem Securities, we share that dream. For over 2 decades, we've been at the forefront of delivering exceptional financial and investment services to thousands of clients through a family of businesses built to support every step of your wealth journey. Meristem Wealth is where your dreams come to life. Our asset and wealth management services are designed to grow and protect your wealth through smart, personalized investment choices. We work with you with research and expertise so you can build wealth confidently and fully actualize your financial and investment goals. At Meristem Capital, ambition meets strategy. Whether you're exploring expansion opportunities, seeking expert financial advisory, or capital raise, we are dedicated to partnering with you at every stage of your journey. At Meristem Trustees, we secure legacies for individuals, families, and businesses. Our estate planning and trust services, ranging from individual personal wealth protection to corporate, institutional, and government trust structures, ensure that what matters most is preserved and passed on to beneficiaries/investors seamlessly. We work with you to execute your wishes with precision, professionalism, and efficiency. With Meristem stockbrokers, the market opens up to you. On Meritrade, seamlessly trade top-performing companies, get expert research, and discover new possibilities, all in one intuitive platform anywhere in the world. With Meristem Finance, empowering your dreams to grow, we support individuals and businesses with credit and structured financing to scale with confidence. At Meristem Registrars and Probate Services, we redefine shareholder management, simplify processes, and ensure that the transfer of assets from your loved ones is seamless, prompt, and stress-free through excellent probate management. Meristem Family Office, where lasting wealth meets peace of mind. We protect the complete wealth of accomplished families, ensuring their tangible and intangible assets are preserved across generations. At Meristem, we are committed to advancing your total financial well-being across every stage of your life. So, if you're ready to turn today's success into tomorrow's enduring legacy, let's shape the future together. Ready to do business? Let's talk.
Imagine a financial partner that understands your dreams, whether it's saving for your child's education, building an emergency cushion, or growing wealth for the future.
WealthBuddy is that partner, seamlessly connecting your daily finances to your long-term aspirations through investing and saving tools that work across all your devices.
Do you have a short, mid, or long-term goal? We provide smart, automated tools to make it happen. Set any target amount. Choose your perfect savings rhythm and watch as we handle the rest, moving your money effortlessly from intention to reality.
When you're ready to grow your wealth, our curated investment marketplace opens doors to opportunities that were once available to financial experts.
From government-backed treasury bills to dollar-denominated portfolios, every option is carefully selected to match different goals and risk appetites. All managed by a team of experts, so you can earn competitive returns without the usual complexity.
The journey to financial freedom starts with a single step. Take that step today with WealthBuddy, where your money doesn't just sit, it grows, evolves, and achieves alongside you.
Welcome to WealthBuddy.
When your name couldn't open doors, you didn't give up. You made your way in anyway, only to find out that there are many doors you still need to open. So you work hard to get the keys until your name began to open doors.
Let Meristem help you keep the doors open for generations to come. Meristem, let's grow wealth for you.
Every great story of wealth begins with a dream. A dream to build, grow, and leave something behind that lasts. At Meristem Securities, we share that dream. For over 2 decades, we've been at the forefront of delivering exceptional financial and investment services to thousands of clients through a family of businesses built to support every step of your wealth journey.
I will be joining with us today at the More by Meristem Class of 2025 graduation ceremony. A round of applause from all of us, especially the grad ones. This is a day that I specifically, have been looking forward to since the inception of More by Meristem. And I would be asking a question first from one of the grad ones, but I want to take the opportunity to say a great welcome, a very warm welcome to all of us who have been able to make it here today. We do not take it for granted. We are happy to see you. Are we happy to see me? I know you didn't come here to see me, but I'm happy to see us all here at this event to mark this great occasion. And on behalf of the entire Meristem group, we say thank you and you're welcome. So today, I would be calling on one of the grad ones to tell us briefly about More by Meristem. A volunteer from your heart. Because it was not, I don't want to say it was not easy, but you did it and you made it here. Over 10,000 students have access to this platform. Not everyone got to the second. Not everyone got to the second pathway. Not everyone got to be a part of the mentorship, to listen to people talk to you and also apply. Not everybody got to pitch decking. That was also interesting. I was able to be a part of that. So I want somebody to come and tell us briefly about More by Meristem, a grad one specifically. Please step forward. Please give him a round of applause. Appreciate him.
Good morning, everyone. Afolabi Olamide is my name. More by Meristem, Meristem Orientation for Rising Entrepreneur. That's the full meaning of more. So it's been a very wonderful course, and then I'm so happy I took the course. We have the investment part, and then we also have the entrepreneurship part. So for the investment part, I learned a lot of lessons there. I think in one of the modules, what I learned specifically was the fact that there's what we call generational wealth. And then if you don't make it intentional, if you are not intentional about it, the generational wealth is not going to get to you. And then I also learned that there are no shortcuts to making wealth. You go through the route. Also,
Thank you very much. He was already taking advantage. We'll get to testimonials. Thank you very much, Mr. Afalabi. And that was really very honest and very genuine of you to share with us. So we'll be kickstarting the program like we already have. I'd like to say that in this room, we already have important persons. All of us here are important. We also have very important dignitaries here, and we will be recognizing them as we go along. So we will be continuing now with the national anthem. Please, can we all be standing? So I'll take this opportunity to ask how many of us can sing the national anthem. So I was hoping for a cheat code. I had gone to reach out to them to ask if they would play for us, but it appears that we'll be doing this as patriotic citizens. Let's appreciate ourselves as we start. So are we ready? I'm not too bad. We'll pull through. Let's go. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. No tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's all and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. We did awesome. Please appreciate. We did awesome. We may have our seat. So now we'll be moving to the second agenda today, our welcome address and opening. So the welcome address and opening remark would be welcoming Imabong Asema, who is the product owner of Meristem Orientation for Rising Entrepreneurs. Let's appreciate her more.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for taking our time to be here. Thank you to heads of business units of Meristem Securities Limited, our management team, to our esteemed partners from Mentor Intro Africa, EFINA, who are here today. Thank you to the graduates of MORE. So in today's very complex world, we believe at Meristem that empowering the next generation is much more important than ever. And it's because of this core belief we started MORE by Meristem, Meristem Orientation for Rising Entrepreneurs. Today, we are celebrating our strong conviction by truly investing in young talent who can help build a happier and better society, more successful society for everyone. Our program is set up with two pathways, which Olamide had talked about earlier. We have the investment pathway, which helps to improve financial literacy, giving smart insights needed to understand our markets and how to grow wealth. And then we have the entrepreneurship pathway, which recognizes that big dreams need more than just excitement. It offers a well-rounded guide for budding innovators, for entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs. We provide very interactive learning resources along with excellent mentoring support from our partners at Mentor Intro Africa. We have indeed been genuinely thrilled by the response we've gotten so far. We've had over 15,000 enrollees on the platform with more than 7,000 active learners. In spite of the fact that we've had 7,000 active learners, I would say that it has shown the resilience and the determination of young Nigerians to learn and to be successful and financially independent. However, even though we've had 7,000 or over 7,000 active learners, today we are graduating just about 100. That just goes to show you that you are great people and you are the crop of the great crop. A lot of this success has come from our team going around Nigeria, all around Nigeria, from the north to the south, to the east, to the west, to talk about more by visiting over 20 Nigerian higher institutions. I am extremely happy today to announce that every single person who is graduating today has gone through both tracks, the entrepreneurship, the investment, and gone through the rigorous mentoring segment. Congratulations, guys. Well done. Please know that today is not the finish line. It's just a starting point for bigger things to come. What we've built here at More, we believe is not just a program, it's not just something to mark CSR for us. It's a very supportive space for a new generation of smart investors and entrepreneurs, because we believe that we are building the future that we want to see in Nigeria. It has been my greatest honor and privilege to watch your amazing transformations from the beginning, from signing up on More to going through investment, through entrepreneurship, and then through the mentorship. It was not easy, a very rigorous program for 3 months, as well as a 6 weeks mentorship stage. So for us, More is not just a training, it is deliberate and thoughtful efforts. We truly believe that Nigerians' growth depends on young people actively participating in the economy. We believe in you, and not just because you are young and you are vibrant, but because you are the future of this country, and that we are strategically investing in that future. Our commitment to improving financial know-how and business skills is not just social responsibility for us, it's a core part of who we are as a company. As a company, we believe that our why is advancing the financial well-being of our clients, of all those we come in contact with, and we believe that through More, we are going to be doing that into the future. We have given you the tools on this journey, but you have done all the hard work in building. You have absorbed knowledge from our experts. You have used your own unique experience and perspective. You have learned how to analyze businesses, how to build solid businesses or solid business plans, and articulate your vision clearly. You've been tested and you have risen to the occasion. Our investment in you does not end today. It's very important that you note that. We hope that it now leads through you, through the success of businesses you'll be starting, through the success of your careers, through the success of lives you will touch, and then possible positive businesses you will build. So we want you to keep growing, never give up trying. As you walk through the stage today, we hope that you step towards your purpose, you make a real difference, and our nation is waiting for your innovation, for your leadership to become masters of industries. Please know that the entire More team at Meristem, and indeed the entire Meristem Securities team, will be watching, will be cheering you on. Congratulations again, and welcome to your new chapter.
Please let's keep appreciating her. That was one beautiful welcome address, and just like she said, the whole Meristem Securities team is cheering you on, and we already do know that Meristem is very interested in Nigeria, interested in the youths of Nigeria, and interested in the future of Nigeria. Let's appreciate her one more time. So we'll be going to the next segment, where we'll be watching the journey through the learning, through a lens, because what we see to be beautiful today took years of hard work, the incubation, the execution, the reaching out, the travels, the planning, partnerships. Beautiful things have gone into this, and we'll be watching a few videos for some of us here who may not have been able to understand what has been going on from the beginning till now, to see how it started and where we are presently. So please be engaged as you watch. Thank you. Those of us who are here to just, tell us the stage that you are joining us from, a loud chorus for us all to hear, from the persons at the front. You just tell us the school that you're from, or where you are located, or where you are based. so we can also, further admire the work and the reach of More by Meristem in Nigeria. Starting with you.
Hi, my name is Azizat. I attended Federal University Lokoja, but I'm based in Lagos.
All the way from Lokoja. Let's appreciate More by Meristem. All the way from Lokoja.
Hi everyone, I'm Ayoba Mujulari. I attended Obafemi Awolowo University. I came all the way from Abeokuta.
Wow. Wow. Our testimonies speak for themselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Oladeo Jessica. I came from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, but I based in Plateau State.
Wow. Wow. Please, did you come all the way from Plateau State? All right. Thank you very much.
Good day, everyone. Afolabi Olamide is my name. I'm a graduate of the University of Lagos. I stay in Lagos.
Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, my name is Favor Tom and I'm a recent graduate of Obafemi Awolowo University. I stay in Lagos. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Ediri Comfort Oruno, Delta State University. I came from Warri, Nigeria for the event.
Wow.
Good day everyone, my name is Toyi Babatunde. I'm a recent graduate of Kwara State University. I'm based in Lagos.
Thank you very much. All the way from Kwara.
Hi everyone, my name is Emmanuel Lori. I'm a recent graduate from Federal University Lokoja and I stay in Ekiti State.
Wow. Thank you so much for the sacrifice.
Good morning everyone, my name is David Olaibi. I finished from Federal University of Technology Akure and I stay in Lagos State. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning everyone, my name is Victoria Duberan. I'm a student of Nursing Science from Bowen University. I stay in Ogun State.
Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chamaka, and I'm a recent graduate from Babcock University.
Thank you very much. Please, let's appreciate all of... Okay, are we done? Let's appreciate all of them one more time. So it is indeed beautiful. The testimonies speak for themselves. That Meristem is not for Lagos alone. And I also can testify that we had trips were made to other northern states just this year. Amidst everything that has been going on in Nigeria, Meristem is motivated and also resilient in making sure financial literacy reaches the very ends of this nation. Thank you all once again for coming. So once again, I would like to confirm if we're ready to go now. Okay. So if we listen to what they said, some of them said recent graduates. Some of them said the schools that they attended. So Meristem is not More by Meristem is not a one-off project. At the time that they started, they were students, and now they have graduated. So let's appreciate More by Meristem again and the entire Meristem team. So now we are ready to see through the lens of More by Meristem for the past few years. Thank you.
Hello, I am Shoaib Ramatu.
My name is Boato Pangalari.
Hello, my name is Ibrahim Fatima.
I joined this program seeking for knowledge as an entrepreneur who's unsure of so many things with more questions than answers.
But yeah, I met mentors who opened up their stories, their struggles, and their success. They didn't just speak theory, They shared real-life lessons, examples I can carry into my journey today, and wisdom that will guide my future.
Through their words, I found clarity.
Through their experiences, I gained courage.
Through their encouragement, I have now seen possibility where I once saw it.
Beyond the mentorship, I also found a community of entrepreneurs, friends who are growing and learning with me on this journey. This program has reminded me I'm not alone. With the right guidance, possibilities are endless.
Hello, I am Shoaib Ramatu.
My name is Boato Pangalari.
Hello, my name is Ibrahim Fatima.
I joined this program seeking for knowledge as an entrepreneur who's unsure of so many things with more questions than answers.
But yeah, I met mentors who opened up their stories, their struggles, and their success. They didn't just speak theory, They shared real-life lessons, examples I can carry into my journey today, and wisdom that will guide my future.
Through their words, I found clarity.
Through their experiences, I gained courage.
Through their encouragement, I have now seen possibility where I once saw it.
Beyond the mentorship, I also found a community of entrepreneurs, friends who are growing and learning with me on this journey. This program has reminded me I'm not alone. With the right guidance, possibilities are endless.
And so, for this gift of knowledge, guidance, friendship, and hope,
I say thank you more by Meristem. Hello, I am Shoaib Ramatu.
My name is Boato Pangalari.
Hello, my name is Ibrahim Fatima.
I joined this program seeking for knowledge as an entrepreneur who's unsure of so many things with more questions than answers.
But yeah, I met mentors who open up their stories, their struggles, and their success. They didn't just speak theory, they shared real life lessons, examples I can carry into my journey today, and wisdom that will guide my future.
Through their words, I found clarity.
Through their experiences, I gained courage.
Through their encouragement, I have now seen possibility where I once saw it.
Beyond the mentorship, I also found a community of entrepreneurs, friends who are growing and learning with me on this journey. This program has reminded me I'm not alone. With the right guidance, possibilities.
Hello, I am Shoaib Ramatu. Hello, I am Shoaib Ramatu.
My name is Boato Pangalari.
Hello, my name is Ibrahim Fatima.
change your rárá me oh. Straightforward, I'm not con you. Fún wọn ní Joby ti Sunny oh, Sunny oh. Adé o, dédédédé mo tún gbèdé o. Ọmọ tó ń sọ rárá pẹ̀lẹ́. I'm so high, you can tell oh, can tell oh. Wò mí o, bí mo ṣe ń jó rárá wò mí oh. Straightforward, I'm not con you. Fún wọn ní Joby ti Sunny oh, Sunny oh.
Okay, so this is my workspace. These are the two industrial guys I'm able to get with the grants and the abundance as well. That's one of the pots I use and the colanders as well. I have my heat gun which I use to package my jar packages. When I input my plantain chips into the plastic, I use my heat gun to seal it properly. I have my weighing machine to weigh every content I put in the jar, and this is my sealing machine to seal my pouches and nylon package. I am Dorcas Oluwafunkeolowa, a student of University of Ilorin from the Department of Agriculture 300 level. I'm a young entrepreneur that believes that with your hands you can create a better world for those who live in it. And I am into plantain chips production, and my aim is to produce a flavorful, nutritious plantain chips in the snacks industry. Plantain chips business has moved from something I enjoy to eat into something I make and sell. My aim of starting this business then in May 2024 was just to help my mom with my school expenses, especially my school fees. So I had to indulge in some home lesson to raise a capital of 20,000 naira to start the business back then. Honestly, that 20,000 naira then was kind of small, but I wasn't discouraged. I just started the business then, hoping that yes, I would grow into something bigger, and by God's grace, with that 20,000 naira, I was able to raise my school expenses. I was able to pay my 300 level school fees as well. I was even surprised myself that I was able to raise a school fees of 100 plus from just 20,000 naira capital. I started this my plantain chips business using firewood to fry it, which was kind of very stressful and tedious for me. In fact, it was not easy for me to balance it with my academic. A lot of times I'm being beaten by sun. Then I'm just using my stapler to just package the chips in the nylon, to sell out to people as well. To young entrepreneurs out there, my advice is that believe in yourself, believe in what you do, believe in oneself is a start of greatness. Don't be afraid to start small. Have a positive mindset. Yes, you have to have a positive mindset in whatever thing you are doing, and also every opportunity that comes your way, please don't take it with levity hand, because I never knew I was going to win this grant. I just put in my bet in every stage, and here I am. That really changed my life and business a lot. So please don't take any opportunity for granted. Once again, I am Dorcas, and here is my story.
I was getting emotional. I was getting emotional. Let's appreciate the More by Meristem team and the Meristem group. So now we will be moving to the executive address and goodwill message, and I'll be reading the profile of the one who would be giving us this message. Okay, I'll just go ahead to introduce him. So please let's welcome Suleiman Adedokun, the Group Managing Director of Meristem Securities Limited.
Good morning, distinguished partners, distinguished guests, distinguished facilitators, distinguished mentors, distinguished members of family of Meristem, and the distinguished graduates. Well, they say an executive address. I believe Imabong has given executive address earlier, because she's the architect, she's the one overseeing the entire project, and she has said a lot. But just by way of emphasis, I would like to say that the Meristem orientation for rising entrepreneurs more was born out of a simple conviction that the future that we want to shape can only be built by the businesses, by the quality of the businesses that we have today, and the people that build those businesses. Entrepreneurs, private business owners, they are the engine of any economy. And there's no doubt that anybody who is serious, or a firm that is serious, needs to commit to it. And so at Meristem, we believe that this is an important task, and we are so passionate about it. Entrepreneurs, I mean, today is not just about ceremony for me, really. I believe it's also about making a statement that entrepreneurship is not just about having ideas. It's about turning those ideas into disciplined executions, into real jobs, into something we can measure. I mean, if we listen to people, the entrepreneurs that have been speaking, we know the impact they are making. And at those impacts, they are very key for us and for the entire economy. I must say at Meristem, what we do is just sit at an important intersection point. Because what we are doing is to connect the ideas into capital. We connect to capital. We also connect the ambitions we have into a structure, and we connect businesses to market. We have clients that are passionate towards investing. As Imabok put it, our why of existence is to advance the financial well-being of our clients. One of the ways of doing that is to build entrepreneurs and to connect people that have funds to those entrepreneurs. So we are adding value from the two ends. Adding value to the entrepreneurs and adding value to the investors. So this is an important task for us. So to the graduates, I say congratulations today. Because as Imabam put it, you have gone through a lot of stress. But you know, it is not just enough. You need those efforts. You need those stress, I will put it. Because in the real world, we are going to see more than that. Definitely. I know it is also a thing of glory, I believe, for the facilitators, for the mentors, to see you thrive, to see you succeed. You need to make them proud. The truth is that we are not done with you. I think we are just starting. Because it is not about this graduation ceremony. It's not about the end of it. It's not the end of it. It's just the beginning. Because we want to commit as an organization to your success, to ensure that we also guide you towards becoming a proper entrepreneur that is successful and that is also impacting on the society. On a final note, I would like to thank seriously and deeply the facilitators, the mentors, for the hard work, for the passion, and for the time you have spent towards building generation that will impact the other generations. Thank you very much. Thank you to the organizers, to the committees, the chairs of the committees of MORE. Thank you to the managers of the committees. Thank you to the entire staff of the committee that is packaging MORE to make it, to create impact in the society. I would also like to thank the entire Meristem family for the support they have for this MORE. Thank you, everybody, and by God's special grace, we will witness many more of this celebration. We will have more of graduates coming in that will impact on our society. Thank you very much.
Let's keep appreciating him as he gets his seat. Again, that's another beautiful goodwill message, and I do hope that it also touched our hearts as it touched mine. I'll also be recognizing other members of the Meristem family who are present here. Some of them are with us online. Let's appreciate all our online audience. Let's appreciate them so they know that we acknowledge that they are with us. Let's appreciate them. So we have Mubor, she's with us online. Razaki as well, Said from MSBL. I'll take it again. Mubor, DGMD, Razaki, let's appreciate them as I call their names. Razaki from MCL, Said, MSBL, Damilola, MTL, Taiwo, MWML, Fumi, MWML, Nkechi, MRPSL. Let's appreciate them. Temitokwe, MSBL, Kemi, MFO, MFL, RNs, Linus from Strategy, and many other people that are also seated with us here from the Meristem family. Let's appreciate them all. So for a good number of us who understand when I say MCL, MWML, MTL, so I want to check something now. So I want a graduate to tell me what what MWML is, because we were taught MWML. Somebody. All right. Please, can we pass our mic? Please, let's appreciate her. So we are not only, as we are educating them, us all, for financial literacy, we also make sure that the Meristem culture is being spread across the country. Thank you very much. So now, we already have acknowledged that we have online audiences. So I'm going to be recognizing all our guests. I will be mentioning their names. We should also appreciate them before we take partner remarks. So with us, we have Mrs. Amaka Wankolo, Mr. Damilola Obidairo, Mrs. Omomi Obidairo, Mrs. Falani Dwale from Mentor Intro Africa, Dr. Femi Akinwola from Miva University, Mrs. Fumilayo Eric Shobukola from Ascent Foundation, Mrs. Runke Fashiru from Character Center, Mrs. Chinasa Collins Ogor from Efina, from Dr. Femi Egbeshola from Asbon, Mr. Inyola Jai from Career Impact Now, Mr. Ayobami Okola from LSCTF, Dr. Bumi Kole Daudu from Sweden, Mr. Ezekiel Olabode from NESG, Mr. Sheye Olurotimi, MSME, and Rachel Bankole from MIA as well. Let's give them all a round of applause. So now we're going to be taking partner remarks, and coming up first for the next 3 minutes would be Mrs. Chinasa Collins Ogor from Efina. Please, let's appreciate her as she comes up the stage. Please, let's keep appreciating her as she comes up.
Okay, good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Permit me to stand on existing protocol like the GMD rightly addressed everyone. We're all distinguished. So first, let me thank the organizers, Meristem, for the opportunity to be here. I work at an organization called EFINA, Enhancing Financial Inclusion and Advancement. And when my friend Fola came, she said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Well, I work at EFINA." And I guess it's important for me to make the connection between the work that EFINA is doing and what Meristem is doing. So EFINA is what we call a financial sector deepening organization. And our purpose really is to deepen financial inclusion in Nigeria. And what that means is beyond having a bank account, people have access to financial services that actually empower them, that help them to build financial health and resilience, where they're also economically empowered, right? So the work that Meristem is doing essentially contributes to that body of work, because for us, it's important that Nigerians are economically empowered and financially included. So this program has basically created a critical mass of individuals that are going to be financially included and economically empowered. So I'm happy to be here and to see how Meristem is doing this amazing work. So I have a short note here to the graduates. Please pardon my sniffy nose. So today we celebrate about 40 of you who are graduating from the Alpha, Beta, and Gamma cohorts. And this moment is not just the end of a program. I've been through programs and I understand the feeling you must have today, where you feel very empowered and encouraged and charged. Please make sure that spirit stays with you. Don't let it be the end of the program. Let it stay with you throughout the course of your life, because we expect to see game changers. As everybody has rightly said, we are creating a critical mass of people that will transform our country and the continent at large. Entrepreneurship is a very key part of the African development project, and Nigeria as well, because the vast majority of people engage in entrepreneurship, and I think that's driven from a place of need and necessity, where people are looking for alternative ways to sustain their livelihoods. And so what you have done is to take it a notch further. Beyond the need to make money, is to actually build structure and strategy and a system that helps you be a sustainable entrepreneur. And entrepreneurship is also a mindset. So everything you've learned here is beyond just wanting to make money, but a mindset of creativity and innovation that is sustainable. And so I'd like to encourage you to take everything that you've learned here, from financial literacy to how to build a business, and every important lesson, take it to heart and see how you can use that to transform the work that you're doing and how you contribute to the larger society. Your journey here was strengthened by 6 weeks of mentorship. I know that 6 weeks may not seem like a long time, but it's catalytic. It's enough to start a foundation of learning that you can expand by yourselves, and you can also extend that to others. So please ensure that all the ideas that you've developed and everything that you were taught during your mentorship program, you make sure it stays with you and expand that and let it deepen into the work that you're doing. And as you graduate today, remember that financial literacy actually empowers your choice, and entrepreneurship creates impact. And the knowledge that you have becomes powerful only when you apply it, which is essentially the thrust of my message. Everything you've learned, if you don't apply, becomes pretty much meaningless. So it's important that you take everything you've learned and put it inside the work that you're doing. You're better equipped to build wealth responsibly, to create solutions, and to contribute meaningfully to society. So carry forward these lessons, the discipline, the courage you have developed here, even the friendships that you've built, the networks, because that's very critical. It's important that you continue to carry that so that future needs of investors who think wisely and entrepreneurs who act boldly will become who you are. And that future includes every single one of you. You're bold, you're courageous, and you're intentional. It is why some of you have traveled far and wide to be here today. It's a testament to the trueness and genuineness of your commitment to the work that you're doing. So thank you and congratulations. And I wish you all the very best on this journey.
Let's appreciate her for that beautiful message. Now, I feel like I should also be a graduate today. So for another partner remarks, I missed out earlier. We'll be calling on Mr. Damilola Obidairu from 8 Gear Hub. Let's appreciate him as he steps forward.
I am excited to be in this room of game changers, and I'm excited to be in the room filled with people that are crazy enough not to take the pathway of safety, crazy enough to think that there are problems that they do not know anything about sometimes, that they've inherited, but they are going to be the ones to attempt to solve them. The reason why I'm excited about you is not because you solved them, but because you have made an attempt. You've raised your hand and you said, I'm choosing this pathway. I think that the world needs a lot more of people like you in this nation. So I want to encourage you to keep building. I will say some things. I'll say, please fail very fast. Do not be afraid of failure. But when you do fail, please fail forward. Ensure you take the lessons and then prepare for your next set of failures, right? Now, in the midst of those failures, you will find the gems and the successes. And please, I also encourage you, do not look for validation on the outside for the things that you are doing. Search deeply on the inside, be true to yourself, understand yourself, and ensure that as you build, look for be clear on what the goals are, build for the result. My heart beats for you. I really wish you could see what's in my heart when people say, I'm choosing this pathway because I think that I have an idea of what it means to face the unknown and to step into it. So please be encouraged. There are many people who have walked this path before you and have reaped the benefit. It may be slower. It may look like it will not come, but please stay. Don't give up. Thank you.
Please let's appreciate him some more. Okay. Okay, today is a day of many love notes, many love notes. So we're taking one more panel remarks at this moment from Mrs. Ronke Fashiru from the Character Center. Please let's appreciate her.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. The last speaker almost made me emotional. At a point, he said, can you see my heart? It's such a huge honor to be here, and I want to say a very big congratulations to the graduates. I can't wait to see your faces, your names everywhere. You've got so much from this house, and we're expecting so much from you. I'd like us to clap for the Meristem team. They've done amazingly well. My name is Adirunke Fasher. I'm a character coach, and I am happy to be in this room because I remember partnering with Meristem to work with children between the ages of 10 and 19, and the result was explosive. I didn't know the children had the kind of things they had in them when we came into this place, and then the engagement just showed that you give a child a seed and the child just makes it a tree. So what I have to say to you guys is as you step out today, remember that you're not just graduates, you're ambassadors. You're ambassadors of character. You've been shown how to do things and how to get results. And just like Mr. Dari said, don't be afraid of failing. I listened to the GMD say to us that what you're enjoying today is so many years of people's hard work brought to you in 6 weeks because we know you can take it. We see light in you, we see passion, we see fire. We know that there will be tough times, but we don't want you to forget your whys. Like Imabong said at the beginning, the why is what will always drive everyone. So as you step out, remember that you're ambassadors. Remember that your character would announce your achievement, not even what you have put on ground. Your character would announce your achievement. So I'd like to give you these 3 lessons that I hope you would remember those times when things seem almost impossible. The first one is you need to choose excellence over excuses. One of the reasons why Nigeria is at the point it is today is because we love excuses. We're so comfortable in excuses. But I belong to that family that says if it's not excellent, forget about it. I'm not interested if he does not show excellence. And then your title, the Meristem, I want to say seed. So we expect excellence from you. So choose excellence over excuses. Number 2, please choose values over validation. We live in a system where social media tends to give everybody the image you want to see. So you would also be expecting people to say, yes, I endorse you, you're good, but please choose values over validation. And finally, choose growth over control. I like perfection. I know that experts are always celebrated, but I think the word should be progress before perfection. So look at growth and measure it. Make sure at every point in time you're able to tell, I used to be at this point, and celebrate your little wins. I think one of the strongest lessons I've learned in my life is to be patient with myself and stop bringing all the expectations that put people under pressure. So I'm very, very free, and I've learned to be patient with myself. So I also want to say to you that as you step out, be patient with yourself. Have goals, but be patient with yourself. The only time you realize you failed is because you accept that you failed. And if you're choosing progress over perfection, you know that together we will change the world one day at a time. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you guys again.
Thank you so much, man. Let's keep appreciating how she gets to her seat. So we have control. No, that's it again. Validation over. Am I the only one that got the rhyming? The second one. Students, please remind me. Wow, so we see that we have indeed very smart students in the room. Let's appreciate them. So now we'll be taking photos now at this moment before we take one partner remark before we get to the keynote speech. So we'll be directed on how we go about the pictures. So please, let's be cooperative as we take the photos at this moment. Thank you very much.
We apologize that we have to take this break, but some of our senior management have to leave, and we want them to be captured today, so we'll take the pictures. Please, Miss Amaka, please come, and our GMD, please. All our partners, please come up here. We'll take pictures from here. MIA, Efina, Manas, It's Gear. Our senior management at Meristem, Damilola, Hassan. Okay, we should take them first. Okay. So we'll take, please come. Photographers, would you help with arrangement? After this, we would have our senior management join them. Damilola Hassan, Fumi, Adek, Daramola Adekola. I apologize. Arians, Shekaru from MFL. Please, if I can't see you, Kemi or Jenike, if I can't see you, it's because my eyesight is. So please come, step forward. Linus from Strategy, Abimbola, Awudu. The pillars are also blocking me, so I can't see. I can see MEC Ilile, Adefemi Taiwo. Adefemi Taiwo. Imabong Asema. We want your faces to show, please. Thank you so much. We'll continue now.
Thank you very much, everyone, for the cooperation. So we'll be continuing with the final partner remark at this time, and we will be calling on someone that all of the graduates are familiar with. So let's appreciate Mrs. Folani Idwali as she comes up from Mentor Intro Africa. We can feel the joy in the room.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. So my children are here. I'm so happy to see every single one of you. My heart is full. I think I'll put it that way. To see Alpha, Beta, and I think we've had 3 cohorts, and we've done really well. So let me just give a speech since everybody. Everyone was giving a speech. So again, I'll say good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today we celebrate more than a graduation. We celebrate growth, courage, and a thriving community. To all our mentees of Mentor Intro Africa and more by Meristem, this moment is yours. This is a very emotional moment for me because I know what mentorship has done for me personally, and I have seen it also shape a lot of people's lives and their futures. It wasn't easy, I know. The 6 weeks was quite intense. You came with questions, you came with a lot of uncertainty. I mean, I remember when some of you started the program, and by the way, we're virtual, we're not in person, so sometimes it gets a bit difficult, but you know, I remember all the questions. I see Ediri here, I know how Ediri started, and I see how, you know, confident she has grown. I see Afolabi. I see, sorry if I don't remember all your names, but you know, I know all of you. I know because some of you, your names on your virtual page is different from what your real names are, so I'll call you your nicknames, you know. So you started with uncertainty sometimes, and you still chose to stay the course. Through guidance, learning, and self-discovery, you have grown into more confident, capable versions of yourself. This graduation is a proof that your future is not accidental, it is intentional. Like we've heard everybody say, we had thousands of people make applications for this program, and you were selected. You were intentional about your future, and you're here today. As you move forward, remember that mentorship is a bridge and not a final destination. Carry your lessons you've learned with humility, integrity, and purpose. Use your voice, your skills, and your experience to create impact when you rise. Remember, again, when you rise, lift others up. That is what mentorship is about. When you rise, lift others up. To More by Meristem, I'd like to say thank you for believing in the power of mentorship and in the potential of these incredible individuals. Your support has helped turn vision into reality, and your investment will continue to echo through the lives and communities touched by this program. To everyone who has made this journey possible, the mentors, the partners, the supporters, thank you for building a space where growth is nurtured and futures are shaped. To my graduating class of 2025 again, I say remember to shut the noise out, like we say, you know, shut out the noise, and see you all at the top by the grace of God. I wish you all the best. I love you so much. I don't want to talk so much, so I don't start, you know. Thank you very much, and see you all at the top again.
Let's appreciate her as she gets to her seat. Again, another love note, another beautiful love note. So we would be recognizing a good number of our graduates who are unable to be here due to distance or one reason or the other. I'll be calling on their names. They're joining us. They are with us online. So I'll be calling their names. I would also be appreciating them. So we have Faith Agu, Umar Khalifa Shehu, Adeyinka Adejiwura, Kamaldeen Abdurrahim, Comfort Fakonlu, Aisha Ogunyemi, Precious Tunji, Pascal Chizrumuki, Oluwakami Bikoya, Rachel Adepoju, Inge Adeya, Abdul Samad Abdul Fatai, Ramatu Shuhaib, Pangwarili Brato, Ngozi Indioma, Miriam Ajade, Joanna Roland, Ola Steven, Fatima Yana Ibrahim. Please let's appreciate them. Some of the names were quite difficult, very unfamiliar terrain for me. Let's appreciate them. So now we'll be moving, things are getting more interesting. I trust that we all have been having a great time. So we'll be having our keynote speech at this time, and I will be reading this bio. Amen. So before she comes up, I'm going to be reading her bio, and I would want us to receive her very warmly like we've been doing. Let's appreciate ourselves. We've been doing amazing. So taking us to the keynote speech is Mrs. Amaka Nwakolo. Am I correct? Somebody correct? Yes. So please let's appreciate Mrs. Amaka Nwakolo. A moment, sorry. So Mrs. Amaka Nwakolo has 16 years of experience cutting across Nigeria's business and development sectors. She presently heads the Faith Institute, the Research Policy and Advocacy Division of Faith Foundation, that leads innovative thinking and creates platforms to enable idea exchange and problem-solving strategies to foster sustainable entrepreneurship in Nigeria. At the Faith Institute, she drives the Institute's thought leadership and policy advocacy efforts around entrepreneurship in Nigeria to achieve policy program, design, review, and implementation. Since 2015, when she joined the foundation, she has led the development of over 30 diverse reports, including the mapping study of Nigeria's entrepreneurship ecosystem of 2016, the State of Entrepreneurship in Nigeria Reports 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and this year 2025. And beyond the hustle, Nigeria's Industrial Awakening 2025, she has also led the delivery of 11 annual policy dialogue programs. Please let's appreciate her on entrepreneurship, which brings together key policy stakeholders and ecosystem players across Nigeria's public, private, and development sectors to deliberate and agree on key policy recommendations around entrepreneurship. She also serves as the facilitator of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, NESG MSME Community of Practice, where she works with ecosystem stakeholders on key entrepreneurship reform areas like access to funding, access to markets, and policy and regulation. She is a Yale University and Oxford University alum with certificates in business and entrepreneurship and economics of public policy from both institutions. So please, let's welcome again Mrs. Amaka Nwakolo.
Okay, good morning, everyone. We've had a very inspiring time so far, so I would like to see some warmth in the room. Good morning, everybody. Class of 2025. Class of 2025. You know, you guys are very special. You know why? Pioneer sets are very special sets. You know why? Because when more by Meristem begins to graduate alumni all over Nigeria, years from now, they're all over the globe, you will always be the first set. Always, 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 always. So, congratulations. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause for the journey so far. You know, I went online as I was preparing for this and really studied some of the courses you took, you know, some of the modules you took, and I was a bit envious, to be honest, because I didn't have opportunities like this when I was much younger, you know. But here you are, you stayed through weeks and weeks of learning, and here you are today graduating as the very first set. Congratulations, and a round of applause for yourselves again. Please permit me to stand on all existing protocol. I am so honored to be here, to be delivering the keynote for the very first graduation ceremony of More by Meristem. I mean, I heard some familiar names. NESG, Dr. Gbeshola was mentioned, MSME Africa was mentioned. These are some people that we also work with at Faith Foundation. And so my name is Amaka Nwakolo, like, you know, our able moderator and host has introduced me. And I work with Faith Foundation. And Faith Foundation is a 25-year-old nonprofit that really focuses on enabling Nigerians start, grow, and scale their businesses sustainably, right? And then what I do within that foundation is to focus on research and policy. Why? Because if we do everything in our power to enable businesses to start, grow, and scale, and we do nothing about the environment, businesses will still not survive. And so that's why the research and policy division within the foundation exists. And so we develop research reports, we develop data, we engage with government and all the people at the top so that they know exactly how young entrepreneurs like yourself feel, and they can do something about the environment in which you would survive, right? So that's what I do. I think before I start, I want to say a big, big congratulations to the faculty, to the mentors, to the teachers. You know, it's not just the graduates we're celebrating today, but the entire faculty, you know, who gave their time and dedication and commitment to pour into the next generation. So thank you and congratulations to you too. It's also your big day. So please, let's celebrate our faculty. Lastly, I would also like to thank the Meristem leadership. This is such a great and timely idea. Honestly, I can't think of a better time than now to pour into the next generation of entrepreneurs and leaders, you know. And so we celebrate the Meristem leadership, the Meristem management that put this together. So please, graduates, celebrate, because without them, you won't be here. Okay, so having said all of that, today I'm going to be discussing the theme from knowledge to impact, building a sustainable future. And you know, when I was given this topic, I couldn't think of a better time than now, given the current realities in Nigeria and all over the world, to be honest. You know, it won't take you long. Turn on the news, you hear what is happening in Nigeria, you hear news about our economy, you see what is happening globally as well, right? And from all indications, there's concern. It's absolutely normal to be scared about the future and ask what type of future awaits, right? But you see, that's where knowledge is important, because sometimes you can't control things. There are certain things you can't control that are outside of your control. But with knowledge, you can at least have your pulse or have your finger on things that are within your control, right? And find a way to forge through the darkness or forge through, you know, some of the uncertainties that exist, right? And so knowledge is very important. Now, while I will stress that it is important, knowledge alone is also not enough. It's not. And I will discuss different components of this topic over the next couple of minutes. Again, the theme says from knowledge to impact, building a sustainable future. Now, we live in an information age, or in an age where knowledge is everywhere, right? When I was growing up, some of the lessons and some of the knowledge you have gained now, I had to know somebody, you know? I had to go into a physical building. You had to pay. You had to buy books. And sometimes those books were expensive. And sometimes those books were complex. Nobody to explain it to you and really break it down, right? But here we are today. You guys arrived on the scene, and you know, things have changed. Now it feels like magic. You know, you can access global markets from your phone. You have podcasts from your phone. You have courses you can take online. You have investment courses you can take online, you know. You are exposed to investment ideas, entrepreneurship ideas. So things are different now. And there seems to be a lot of information and a lot of knowledge around you. The question, though, would be, why do we still have a lot of young people facing financial literacy challenges, even in the midst of knowledge? Right? You are surrounded by knowledge. There's exposure to ideas, exposure to entrepreneurship, exposure to wealth creation. Yet, you have a lot of young people who grapple with financial literacy challenges or financial literacy related challenges. A lot of young people earn money but don't know how to manage it, right? You have many entrepreneurs that are brilliant, and I can tell you this even from experience, right? At Faith Foundation, we've done this for 25 years. We've graduated, almost 10,000 entrepreneurs from our courses. We've reached millions of entrepreneurs. So we have seen brilliant ideas collapse under poor financial decisions. Not because they were not good ideas, but something was lacking, right? Now, when you look at the statistics and data, and I'm not going to bore you today, even though I'm a research person with data and statistics and all that, but I will share this. You find out that 80% of businesses in Nigeria do not live to be 5 years old. That means 4 out of 5 businesses will die before they get to 5. Again, why? Right? So you find that many people hustle every day, yet remain financially vulnerable. Right? So it's not like we don't have hustle spirit. And in fact, from years and years of doing research, you find that Nigerian entrepreneurs were one of the most dynamic in the world. Not just in Africa, in the world. So we have that natural hustle spirit. I mean, sometimes when I engage with some of our partners outside of Africa, and I won't mention some countries now, their struggle is to try to build entrepreneurial culture. They're trying to get their young people to look at entrepreneurship and consider it as a path. We don't have that problem here at all. In fact, people start businesses from school, right? I mean, I did that. At least I did small, when I was at the university. But people start from school. People start from secondary school. So we don't have that here, right? But you see, despite all of this, it tells us something important. Because clearly we have access to knowledge. So that's not the problem. The real challenge is that too many people stop at knowing without doing. And I think some of the speakers have alluded to that today. We stop at acquiring the knowledge and we do not apply, we do not take action with the knowledge that we've gained, right? Knowledge is powerful, but knowledge without application is potential wasted. I'll say that again. Knowledge is very powerful, right? So if you don't know, that in itself is a big problem. So when you gain knowledge, that is the first hurdle crossed. But you see, knowledge without application is potential wasted. The gap between knowing and doing is where impact is either created or lost. When we talk about impact, and especially within the development space, it's a word with buzzwords sort of that we throw around a lot. But you see, the gap between knowing and doing is where impact is either created or is lost. And for me, the true value of More by Meristem, this program, is not that you were exposed to information. It is that you were taught how to think. And that for me is something that I think that generally we need to see that shift happen in our country. And that's why programs like this, for me, are critical, and especially because they appeal to the next generation of young leaders. You are the ones in the next 5-10 years that will be owning businesses, that will be employing people, that will be creating jobs, right? And so this program, it's what, for me, the way I think of it, is that it went beyond exposing you to information. It taught you how to think, it taught you how to decide, and it taught you how to act. That's the real value of this program. Now, what does impact mean? I've talked about impact, and I've said that the gap between knowing and doing is where impact is either created or is lost. What does impact really mean? Now, impact is not noise, right? And sometimes we don't define these words. So I will take some time to just walk through it. Impact is not noise. It's not social media validation. It's not. Because in this age, you can have people who will falsify things. You can, in fact, now that you have AI, you can create whatever impression you want on social media. You can give up whatever picture it is you want to create. But you see, that's not impact. So it's not noise. It's not social media validation. It's not how busy you look. You're very busy. People can't reach you. Your phone is always ringing off the chat or off the hook. That's not what impact is. Here is what impact is. It is measurable change. That's what impact is. Measurable change. For example, when your income lasts beyond your emergencies. You took a lot of classes on financial literacy. So something as simple as that, your income is lasting beyond your emergencies, is impact. When your business decisions reduce stress instead of increasing it, that's impact. What do I mean by your income lasts beyond your emergencies? There are some people, in fact, we've all been through this journey actually, where when you earn money, by that first week, what happens? People say, Mo fẹ́ jayé orí mi. What happens? You take that money, you go and just enjoy yourself. And then by the second week, it has dropped. By the end of the second week, the money is finished. What happens for the remaining 2 weeks? We trust God. We just anyhow. You go just. If I feel like giving the mic, he said everywhere go first, blow, you know, and then you begin to survive on vibes and aha. But you see, when you now gain knowledge, what that does to you is that you now begin to understand that I can actually stretch this money beyond 2 weeks. Then you stretch it. In fact, you may not stretch it to 4 weeks at once. You might stretch it to 3 weeks. Before you know it, you're stretching it to 4 weeks. Before you know it, you can go the whole month and then you have money at the end of the month. Is that not a miracle? Especially if you could not do it before. That's impact. That is impact. Right? When your investments, part of financial literacy is also knowing how to invest your money. And the good thing now is that you have apps. You know, apps here and there. Again, your generation, very lucky. I didn't have that when I was growing up. But you have apps where as little as 2,000, 3,000 naira, you're just putting it aside. You're making investments, right? So when your investments begin to align with your goals, that's impact. Instead of blowing the money in 2 weeks, you decide that you are going to delay gratification a bit. You decide that you are going to plan, you are going to budget. A lot of the things you have learned, you decide that you are going to apply it, right? That is impact. You want to go to school, for example. Your parents have done the best they can. They've paid for your degree. But here you are, you want to do masters. And then you have this job that you think is not paying you enough. The skills you have learned will teach you to say, the little I have, I will save from it towards this goal. I'll put this little aside to invest towards this goal. When you now eventually hack it or get to the point where you achieve that goal, it is a miracle. Because you didn't have to look to anybody. You didn't go and beg. Right? You did this by yourself. You delayed gratification. So let's take an example. You want to go to school. The day you pay your tuition, how do you feel? How do you think you would feel, even if you're not there? That your savings, your investments led to you counted the money or you transferred it. And then they now say, congratulations, you're starting. Wow. How do you think you would feel? Or you want to pay for your house rent. You've been living with your parents. It's time to step out. And then eventually you save, you pull all that money together, and then you're able to do it. How do you think you will feel? You're becoming an adult. Adulthood is a scam, but you're becoming an adult. My point is, when your investment plans, right, begin to align with your goals, that's impact. So impact doesn't always look dramatic. I think that's the point I'm trying to emphasize here. Sometimes when you listen to big foundations or big firms, maybe the World Bank, for example, and they're reeling out their impact. Oh, we invested trillions of dollars in Nigeria. We reached out to 1 million youth or young entrepreneurs. That sounds huge. And that's not bad, right? But impact doesn't always look like that. It doesn't. It's the little things. The little things like I've just explained. Impact is stability. The fact that you're able to manage your money till the end of the month. And you're not putting everybody under pressure, calling this one, calling that one, or telling lies. You know, that's some people do that now. Oh, my uncle's grandfather just died. Please send me. Oh, my mother is sick in the hospital. Please send me. Their lies. Why? Because they're trying to survive. But the fact that you're able to do that and stretch it to the end of the month, providing yourself with stability, is impact. Impact is resilience. Impact is pushing through against all odds. And that for me is where the mental part of the lessons and just the program you've been through also comes in. Because like I said, a lot of the things that you have, a lot of the impact of what you've gone through, it's not just in the information, it's that it's taught you how to think. There's a shift in your mindset, right? And that is very important when it comes to resilience, because what we also find is that a lot of young people, when it comes to resilience, it's not as strong as we used to see back in the day, right? You find that a lot of young people, at the slightest thing, want to give up. But with information like this, it builds confidence in you and also teaches you to push a little bit. Oh, there's an obstacle. What do? Do you just abandon it and leave? Or do you push forward a little bit? So it teaches you resilience, and that is impact. Impact is being able to plan your life with confidence, right? You can plan your life with confidence, with the information that you have gotten. I just shared examples I just shared some examples. You want to go to school, you want to move into your own apartment, you know, you want to, whatever it is, you want to start a business, for example, or you want to expand your business, and all of these have financial implications. The lessons you have gained will teach you, right, to plan your life with confidence, and that is impact. And I'll tell you why this is important, right? Because what you don't understand is, as you begin to apply this knowledge, people are watching you. As you begin to apply this knowledge, you also begin to grow. Because let's imagine that, you know, you are given a task or a job. The way you would handle that project with the knowledge you have now will be different from someone who doesn't have the information and knowledge you have. And so what will happen is that the type of results you would produce would be different. And then before you know it, oh, we like the way Kenyide did this project. Let's promote her. We promote Kenyide, what happens? Kenyide now has a larger team. What happens when you now have a larger team? You are leading people. And then by, what's the word now? Consequence. Because this might not even be you taking a pen and paper and teaching people. But just by doing, your team is also learning from you. Your team is also watching you. It might not even be at work, it might be at home. None of your siblings may have heard some of the things that you've heard, may have learned some of the things you've learned, but they just notice that, the way Banker is doing her things is just different, you know? So before that you come, you will spend the money in 1 week. They will ask you, you say, no, please give me till next week. And then, you know, even the way you plan your finances is different. Everybody would notice that, you can't go and meet Banker just like that. So she'll tell you she does not have money, you should wait till next week. Why? Why? Because maybe you have budgeted and said, this is the amount I've set aside to give out, right? So that could have been in your budget. That for this month, I won't give or dash people more than 5,000. So once you hit that 5,000 mark, you tell the person, sorry, I don't have. And then it's like when they see you eating, but like you're eating food, how can you say you don't have? But I don't have. Because why? Because you have planned. And so my point is, people begin to notice that. Your colleagues at work begin to notice that. And guess what? That is impact. Because somebody can watch you and want to emulate what you're doing, especially when they see the results. Let's take this story again. So we used to know Banker, all of us, we used to go out together now. 1 week, our money will finish, then all of us will be complaining together. You know, we have what's the word now? Pity party group, where by week 2, all of us will be coming like, wow, this country, this economy is just bad, it's just terrible. Then Banker came for a program like this. Next thing, Banker began to change. She will, you know, instead of going to blow the money, she'll say, oh, no, sorry, I can't go. And then they notice that by week 3, Banker still has money. Before you know it, people are now coming to meet, borrow money from Banker. The people who you used to roll with before will look at you differently. Like, what changed? Is it not the same? It's all of us were together now. What's all this? Some people might start with hostility. I beg. What's all that? But some others would also watch and emulate you. Why? Because they like the freedom that you now have, right? Your money that used to finish in 1 week is now lasting to the end of the month. You are now the person people will come and meet to borrow money. So your story used to be, oh, I don't have money, and you're complaining. And then now you are the one people come to meet to borrow money. In fact, you now have a new image. You want to borrow money, don't worry, go and meet banker. Are you sure she will have banker? Will always have money. No bank she will have. That is impact. And people would watch, people would notice. Sometimes they won't even tell you, but they are learning and they're watching. Right? So that is impact. So when your financial decisions improve the quality of your life, that is impact. Because you can't help others if you don't help yourself. So if the quality of your own life has not been improved, how do you want to improve other people? It is when everything you've learned, you apply it to yourself, and then you gain results, right? Then you can teach other people. When you teach other people and there's nothing to show, do you think people will listen to you? No, they wouldn't. But if you have results, people will listen to you, right? Now, when your business creates jobs, that's impact. Because you're putting food on somebody's table. That person that's now working in your business, because of the money that person is earning, that person maybe can send his or her child to school. That's impact. Okay? And in Nigeria now, we urgently need this type of thinking. Sometimes I think that, imagine that we could just rewind the hands of time, and then all of our leaders now, we could have them go through programs like this, where their minds were shifted in the right direction, shifted to think about impact. Imagine where we would be today. You know, we probably would not have leaders who come into power and see trillions of naira that is meant to develop a state, that is meant to create or build roads, that is meant to build infrastructure, hospitals, build schools, so that the next generation, we can equip them for life. We probably will not have leaders who see that money, and the first thing they think about is move it to my account. And so that's why More by Meristem, the program you've gone through, is very important. And if you didn't see it in this light, I want you to begin to internalize it and see it this way. It is a shift in your thinking for a different future. Let's forget about my generation upwards. Forget about my own generation upwards. We agree, we've messed up. But you see, you have the world at your feet, and you can change it. And this knowledge you have gained is the very first step. Okay? Now, the other part of the theme is sustainability. Why does sustainability even matter, right? When we talk about sustainability, we're not talking about climate change or protecting the environment alone. That's part of it. But that's not what it is alone. Sustainability is saying things like, can this income last? Right? When we're talking about sustainability, can this income last? You're asking critical questions. Can this business that I'm starting or running, can it survive shocks in the economy? Dollar goes up today. It will come down tomorrow. It will come down, it will come down. The next thing, it will spike up again. The business you are building, how are you putting structure in place so that that business survives despite the shocks in the economy? That's what sustainability is. So in a way, it's thinking long term, right? The wealth you are building, can it outlive you? I just shared that a lot of businesses in Nigeria don't even live to be 5 years old. Meanwhile, in other climes, you see businesses that are hundreds of years old. The people that started it have died and gone. But those businesses are still surviving today. What's your dream? Would you like to build a business like that outlives you? That maybe your children, and when you're grandma or grandpa, your kids can benefit from what you built. That's sustainability. It's thinking long term, right? Can this system work when things get tough? You're building a business, you sew Ankara dresses, right? Beautiful Ankara dresses. And when your clientele was just maybe 15 or 20 people in 3 months, so maybe 5 a month, you were fine. And then one day you did sponsored ad, and then Mark Zuckerberg's internet decided to favor you and work, because sometimes the sponsored ads don't work, right? But then Mark Zuckerberg's internet favored you, and then next thing, people saw your Ankara dress, they loved it, and then orders are coming, then you're getting 300 orders, you're getting 500. And then all of a sudden, the very thing you were praying for, oh God, prosper my business, oh, enlarge me, oh, help me. And then now the blessing has come, but you can't handle it. Why? So while you were praying for enlargement, were you also planning for that enlargement? That's sustainability. How you thinking? Long term. Right? So what systems are you putting in place so that when those type of orders come, you can absorb it? And so instead of being a blessing, it doesn't become a curse. Because all of a sudden you can't, and then maybe you just stop responding to people's DMs, and then God forbid they begin to drag you on Instagram and say things, oh, she will collect money, she won't give you your products, and then it's just bad. It's just bad, right? This is what sustainability is. It's thinking long term. Okay? Now, if there's anything Nigeria teaches you, is that shocks are inevitable. You see, this is our beloved country. I love Nigeria. Our beloved country, anything can happen. You wake up tomorrow, there are fuel queues. Did anybody tell you there'll be fuel queues? No. You wake up tomorrow, oh, the power grid has collapsed. Did they warn you ahead that it will collapse? No. And then you're running a business, and then maybe customers are on your neck. And then usually what happens is, oh, the generator too will not turn on, or the wire has caught. Then you have to call Ahmed. Ahmed, where's the wire? That one will go to the market. He's stuck in traffic. You know, Nigeria, running a business in Nigeria is tough because they're just unforeseen things that you don't even plan for that happen. And which was why I liked what Mr. Darius said when he said it's actually crazy to say you want to run a business. But it's crazy good. It's crazy good. You're bold and courageous. That's why you're doing this, right? But you see, Nigeria teaches you very quickly that shocks are inevitable. Some of them you can see coming. Some of them you can't see coming at all. And what now helps you? What helps you stay afloat when policies change? For example, now there's a new tax law. We're going to be doing things differently from next year. When markets just fluctuate, right? Dollar is high today, it's low tomorrow. There's inflation. What happens? What helps you? It's sustainability. And which is why sustainability is not luxury. It's a survival skill, right? Is that you are thinking intentionally about the future. Sustainable people and businesses are not the ones that avoid shocks or trouble. They are the ones who prepare for them. So in a way, you are already aware and mentally prepared. And the reason why I keep also touching on the mental is that, listen, as an entrepreneur, once you lose it mentally, that's it really. And when I say lose it, I mean once you give up or you just feel you can't do it, there's nothing anybody will do on the outside, which is why your mind, you have to preserve it. Okay? But then it's that you are prepared. So as you're running a business or whatever it is you're planning to do, you are taking into consideration that things could happen. So sustainability is not that you're avoiding problems or avoiding shocks, it's that you're preparing for them mentally and otherwise. And that preparation is rooted in what? Financial discipline. It's rooted in long-term thinking. It's rooted in informed decision making. A lot of the things that you have learned. So I'll take that again. Financial and the preparation, right, is rooted in financial discipline. It's rooted in long-term thinking. It's rooted in informed decision making. And this is where what you have learned at More by Meristem truly matters. Because a lot of these things I'm talking about, you've been taught. The question is, how do you pull it together and apply it? So let me leave you with 3 things. 3 shifts that can help you turn knowledge into impact, right? So one would be to shift from spending to stewardship. Many people see money as something to spend, right? But you see, impact-driven people see money as something to manage intentionally. Remember the example I shared about Banke and how she used to blow money? And then now she's stretching it to the end of the month and even having excess. It's because there's a shift in your thinking. You don't see it. There are some people that once money comes into their accounts, there's something that just pushes them, spend me, spend me, spend me, spend me. And then if you're on Instagram, you will see things to buy. You will see things that you all of a sudden you need. You were surviving well without it, but all of a sudden, I actually need it. I need that dress. I need that shoe. You know, that's wedding. Because you can wear your black shoe, but all of a sudden you remember that, there's a wedding coming and wine will not be bad. So let me buy. So some people are that way. And I think a lot of us are actually very reactionary. Once you get money, it's like, all the nice things I wanted to buy. Now this is my opportunity. Let me quickly buy it before, because tomorrow, I don't know tomorrow. I won't have money tomorrow. Let me buy it now. Keep. But you see, impact-driven people, if you're thinking long-term, right, you learn to see money differently. You learn to see money as a tool, you know. So money is subservient to you. You are not subservient to money. Right? So money does not control you. You control it. It's your money now. It's yours. Right? And then you learn to manage it intentionally. Stewardship means every naira has a purpose. Like I was saying, Banker Dana does her budget. Even to give people, you know? Because before you just, when the money is coming, you know when you buy food, it's better, please, I don't have money, take. Take. And then the following week, you are down to 0. You don't have anything. But managing intentionally teaches you that it's great to give, but you see, where you are pulling out money from, it's not exactly CBN, at least not yet. So it's not CBN, and you don't have a money tree, right? So if you give everything away and spend everything, what are you going to eat tomorrow? So it's that even for that person, even for giving, you've budgeted it. And what I'm sending to mommy, what I'm sending to daddy. There's a wedding next week. This wedding. If you can't do the ashwebi, maybe it's only the gele you can buy. It's fine. Nobody will kill you. Trust me. It's okay. If it's just the gele and you have the color, you wear it and rock it with pride and confidence. Knowing fully well that when you go back home, you will survive. You will not spend all your money to look nice at somebody's wedding, and then when you go back home, you're drinking gari, or you don't know how you transport yourself to work on Monday. Okay? So is that every naira has a purpose, every decision you take has a consequence, and you're aware of it. If you spend money on the ashwebi, and then you can't afford to transport yourself to work on Monday, that's a consequence of the action you took and the decision you took. Right? Every choice you also make shapes your tomorrow. So this is what stewardship is, and it's that you are shifting from spending to stewardship. Now, it doesn't mean you won't enjoy your life. You know, you will. It just means that you are in control and you are not reactive. You know? So if you want to spend, you are aware that, I want to spend. You know, there's sometimes that as your financial power also begins to grow, you decide you want to spoil yourself. Yeah. And then you travel, you plan a trip, and you travel and you do all the reels and all of that for Instagram and all that, but you planned it. You know, you didn't just wake up and say, this money will soon finish, let's travel. No, you planned it. So it's okay to enjoy your life, but enjoy it by being in control and not living a reactionary life, right? The second thing is that you need to shift from quick wins to long-term thinking. And this I have said, again and again and again. And I think for me, it's to just emphasize, because I've seen very brilliant entrepreneurs, very brilliant people building promising businesses, but then you find out that it collapses because of short-term thinking. They're not thinking long-term, right? And which is why this is very important. Or they expanded too quickly, or they ignored the basic financial principles. Again, all of the things you have learned. So in a way, you have an edge. You are one step ahead. The key now is to apply it. A lot of them, it wasn't that they were lacking intelligence. Let's be honest. So it wasn't like they weren't smart, right? It wasn't like they didn't know what to do. A lot of them were lacking patience or structure. Again, back to the example of the person who received a large order of dresses. If you don't have structure in place, then that business would not survive. It won't last. It won't. And that's why we preach things around corporate governance and things like that. But when you're starting, you may not have all of that fancy approach. But it's important that you have a structure and start where you are. Okay? Now, you have learned here about what you have learned about risk, about planning, about timing. All of that will help you avoid some of these traps that I've mentioned. But how will it help you avoid it? Is by applying it. Okay? It's by doing. And then remember that sustainability or sustainable success is quiet. It is slow. And it's deeply, deeply, deeply intentional. I'll take that again. Sustainable success. I heard the speaker say true success takes years of hard work and consistency, and he's right. It's true. Don't be deceived by what you see on social media and fast or quick wins. Don't be deceived by that, because true success, sustainable success, is slow, it is quiet, and it is deeply intentional. People look at a successful person and think that, you may not have been hearing of someone, and then all of a sudden you just start hearing of this person. You just start hearing of this person. This person is, the largest business, or the largest person, or the largest makeup artist. Let's just use that example. And then when you interview the person, you hear the person who has been in business for 15 years. But you're only hearing about the person maybe in the last 3 to 5 years. What was the person doing? Building for the last 10 years. Building step by step, brick by brick. That's true success. That's sustainable success. So don't be moved by or swayed by, quick wins or flashy, fast things that you see on social media especially. It takes time. It takes time. It takes hard work. It takes consistency to build something that's lasting and that is thriving. Okay? And then lastly, I would share on shifting your mind from my success to our progress. Right? This is where you also now learn to give back. Right? The biggest lessons I've learned, honestly, in my work in entrepreneurship and even in policy is that individual success is important, but you see, systems matter. So when you build ethical businesses, when you make responsible investment choices, or you create opportunities for others, right? You're not just helping yourself. You are contributing to building an ecosystem. Because what it means is that you now become, in a way, a part of a big puzzle. When we talk about the number of jobs created in Nigeria, who do you think creates those jobs? Thank you. Oh, this is better. Who do you think creates those jobs? It's businesses like yours. When we have high-level policy meetings and engagements and we're saying, the number of jobs created in Nigeria, we created 2 million jobs. Who do you think creates those jobs? It's small businesses, it's MSMEs, micro, small, and medium enterprises. So in your little corner where you employed 1 person or 2 people, you have become an integral part of a puzzle. So you are playing a critical role in that ecosystem, right? And the truth is that ecosystems, that's what sustains nations. You see our Nigeria today. If we remove the MSMEs, we have 40 million, almost 40 million micro, small, and medium enterprises in Nigeria running their businesses. And they provide more than 80% of the jobs. So imagine that we just remove those 40 million MSMEs. What do you think will happen? It will crumble. The economy will crumble. Right? And so it might look insignificant to you, but you are playing an integral role in an ecosystem, and you are part of a bigger puzzle. So you're important. Very important. Right? And so today, as you're graduating with something very, very, very valuable. You're graduating with financial clarity, right? And so this is something that I think a lot of people in Nigeria need. But you're the lucky ones who have gotten it and gotten that information early. You know, because if some of our older folks, myself inclusive, if we had this type of information, maybe we wouldn't be here or where we are. But you are lucky you have that information now. And the truth is that Nigeria needs people who understand how money works, who respect data, you know, who separate emotions from decisions. If you're going to take a business decision, how do you take that decision? It's based on facts, right? What's your money, your financial book telling you? You make a decision based on that. We need to see more of that happen. And then you also need to think beyond today or think beyond now. Your impact may not start big, and that's okay. Very okay. In fact, if you start big, it's a problem. Because if you are not prepared to handle it, you will fall flat on your face. You will. So your impact may not start big, and that's okay. What matters is consistency. So whatever it is you're doing, do it well and do it consistently. Become good at it. Become the best at it. Right? Small, disciplined decisions made over long periods of time changes lives. Changes your life, changes the lives of everyone around you. So those are the three things I would really like to leave with you in terms of going forward into the future. Remember that knowledge is potential. Action is power. Knowledge without action equals wasted potential, right? Like I said at the beginning of my speech. So knowledge is potential, action is power, and consistency is impact. You now carry a responsibility. No, really, everything we've said today, you now carry a responsibility not just to yourself, but to the future that you want to build. And then somebody had mentioned this earlier. The person said you are now ambassadors, and I agree. You are now ambassadors of a new mindset. The mindset that you have acquired through this program, right? The mindset that as you go out there, people will see you implement that and see the change because of the knowledge that you have gained. So my encouragement is that you use what you have learned. That's where you begin to see impact, right? Apply it, live it. Things as simple as budgeting, live it, practice it, live it out. And may your knowledge translate into impact, and may that impact help build a sustainable future in Nigeria, and may your journey inspire so many people after you. You're the very, very first set. And so what you do with the knowledge you have gained also matters, because we'll be telling your stories to everyone coming after you. So may your journey inspire other people and inspire everyone coming after you. Congratulations. 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 Class of 2025. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. I can't wait to hear your names. I can't wait to see, the beautiful and wonderful things you're going to do. I can't wait to hear news. You're trending and going viral for the right reasons. So going viral for the right reasons. And it will happen. It will happen. Congratulations and thank you very much.
We definitely can do more. Let's keep appreciating her. That was awesome. Knowledge is, action is, consistency is. Let's appreciate her one more time. That was awesome. So at this moment, I'm going to be inviting the lead coach of the More by Meristem team of the Meristem group in person of Femi Oladile.
At this time, I would like to present to us all of our graduates, including those who are unavoidably absent, for which I stand proxy. So I would call your names, and once I do that, please, you would just come and stay behind me. And for those who are online watching, you can stand up where you are too. And Faith Agu, Aderin Sola Agunbiekun, Umar Khalifa Sheu, Victoria Adubiaron, Stephen Ape, Efe Tonukari, Emmanuel Ilori, Jessica Oladayo, Azizat Olabode, Adeyinka Adediwura, Kamal Dean Abdurrahim, Comfort Fakanlu, Aisha Ogunyemi, Olaibi David, Precious Tunji, Pascal Chizromoke, Toyibat Babatunde, Comfort Ediri, Ayobami Ojulari, Barakat Abdusalam, Uluwakamiye Obikoya, Franklin Obi, Adedolapo Adenowo, Grace Ayaun, Rachel Adepoju, Miriam Akambi, Sunday Fashola, Nge Adeya, Abdusamad Abdufatai, Ramatu Shuaibu, Deborah Abe, Pwanglari Boato, Afolabi Olamide, Ngozi Ndiomarake. Forgive me if I... Ajadi Miriam, Osita Mary Jane, Inioluwa Adebayo, Joanna Roland, Favor Tom, Ola Stevens, and last but not the least, Fatima Ibrahim. Congratulations to everyone. We'll take some very wonderful pictures here. We'll first call the MIA team to take pictures with them, because you supported them also all the way from start to finish. And then I would call the MORE team, led by Ima Obong, to join the picture. Do we need to take this down? Okay, please hold this for me. I'm coming. Please help me. The MORE team, Omolara, Ronke, after this. No, we want, okay, MIA team. Thank you. MIA is Mentor Intro Africa, and they are our mentoring partner. The MORE team, Imabong, then we would have the
After now, have Suleiman join the photo.
down on your knees and looking up for some hope tonight. You try to stand up, but you throw your hands up like you no longer have the strength to fight. 'Cause you've seen too many sunsets, too many days ending in the darkest night.
Thank you very much. We can.
On your own, you'll never know, you'll never know.
Okay, we'll have the graduates take their pictures alone. Please, let's close up the gap. Let's appreciate them. A goofy picture. Let's appreciate them as they go to their seats.
Took a few wrong turns, took a few breaks, falling behind now looking for grace. 'Cause you need someone to lift you up, yeah, make right all the things you've done. 'Cause on your own you'll never know, you'll never know. If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. Believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water.
Wow. It has been an amazing time. How many of us agree with me? It has indeed been an amazing time. So now we already called out all the graduates, even those who are not here with us presently. And we have a valedictorian of this set. Are we excited for this announcement? So I will be calling on the valedictorian to join me up here on stage, and we would be appreciating our valedictorian. And then our valedictorian would also be giving a speech. Not a speech, but a remark for all of us here. So join me as I welcome Ejiri Bruno as our valedictorian of the class of 2025 graduation of More by Meristem. Please, let's keep appreciating her.
Good day, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. Good day to our esteemed Meristem management, mentors, team leaders, partners, guests, and to my brilliant fellow graduates of the More by Meristem mentorship pathway. My name is Ediri Comfort Oruno. I am deeply honored to deliver this valedictory speech. Thank you for the opportunity. Today, we are not graduating by chance. We are graduating because we choose growth, and that choice has transformed us. I remember scrolling through Instagram the day I stumbled upon the Mentor Intro Africa page and the More by Meristem mentorship pathway. At that time, I felt lost. There was more inside me, but I didn't know how and where to begin. I did not know how to channel it. Little wonder this program is called More. It is clearly designed for people like me, people who see their potential but need clarity, structure, and guidance to unlock it. When I visited the website, I found courses on entrepreneurship and finance. And as I went through them, I realized I wasn't just learning lessons. I was gaining clarity. I began to understand a new side of entrepreneurship, one that was built not merely on hustle, but on wisdom, strategy, and structure. That realization changed how I saw myself. I discovered I could do more than just run a shop or own a fabric business. I could build a full-fledged career in entrepreneurship, one that is intentional and strategic and also impactful. All of this inspired my desire to pursue an MBA and lay foundation for a career in business analysis, although I still felt like I needed direction. Then came the defining moment for me, our first mentorship session with Mentor Oluwatosin. His journey reflected my own. The uncertainty, the courage to pivot, the hunger for growth, and when I saw his bio, he's a business analyst. That moment changed everything for me. And I realized that I was not alone. It was confirmation, it was alignment, and it made me understand that I was in the right place. In that moment, I knew that I could do it. If we could go through all of that process and become a business analyst, I also can be a business analyst and also have a career and also be an entrepreneur. As we continued in the cohort and I saw my colleague, and as they shared their experiences, I realized that the course was filled with people of change, people who were determined to evolve, to find direction, and to become more. Entrepreneurs searching for the next step in their careers, innovators eager for structure and support, individuals seeking clarity about their purpose. One thing I can boldly say about this program is this: you can come in confused, but you're definitely living with clarity. We had mentors who guided us with so much wisdom and intentionality. Mentor Bolu taught us how to own our pitch deck. It made us understand that pitching your idea is just strategic storytelling. It's not as scary as we thought when we came into the cohort. We had mentor Vida. We learned to become our own cheerleaders because the first person we meet in our business day to day is ourselves. And also she reminded us that confidence begins with understanding who we are and recognizing the value that we carry. Through these mentors, we learned that building a business is only part of the journey. And even more importantly, it is becoming the person capable of carrying the business into the future. More by Meristem gave us more than mentorship. It gave us a start. It gave us structure. It gave us clarity. It gave us the opportunity to pitch our ideas and access to resources many Nigerian youths can only dream of. Looking at all of us today, I see individuals who choose growth. I see individuals who choose growth over comfort. That decision alone proves that there is a fire burning inside of us, a fire for learning, for evolving, for standing out, to lead, and to make sustainable impact. I know this for sure. We are no longer confused. We are becoming. We are no longer where we were. We are on our way to where we intend to be. Today, I can boldly say the More by Meristem pathway has truly made a mark on my life. It has shaped my journey, added clarity to my growth, and will always be a significant part of my chapter. To our organizers and mentors, thank you for seeing the more in us, even before we fully realized it. Thank you so much. And to my fellow graduates, the spark that brought us here today will carry us forward, and may we continue to grow, to lead, and to become the more that we have always sensed within us. Congratulations to us all. Thank you very much.
That energy is contagious. Let's appreciate her. That was amazing. So I'm going to be calling on one more graduate to share a reflection, and to make it balanced, Mr. David Olaibi will be joining us on stage now to share his reflection with us briefly. Let's appreciate him as he steps forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. I count it a very great privilege to be speaking with everyone here and also to be among the graduates today. And to my fellow graduates, congratulations to us all. And when I came across the Mentor Intro Africa program, I think I was just scrolling through, was it LinkedIn or Instagram, one of the both of them, and I found it. I checked it because I had an interest in pursuing entrepreneurship. So it really struck a chord in me when I saw it. But the breaking point for me in this program was when we started the mentorship sessions. They were very intentional sessions. Firstly, we had a session where we were taught by Mrs. Omolara Akin-Oyelade, where she taught us on how our entrepreneurship journey is not just about the business or the idea you're pursuing, but it's about you becoming something. So it covers your spiritual self, your mental, just balancing all through life. And every session we had were very amazing sessions, and I'm just very grateful for being a part of this program. It has shaped me. I remember I had an idea then that was burning in me, but through our mentorship session, I was able to draw out a pitch deck for the idea, and also looking forward to ways to pursue the idea. I enjoyed the session. We were able to pitch the ideas to the Meristem team and everyone, and it was all an amazing experience. Thank you so very much, Meristem. Thank you, Mentor into Africa. Thank you very much.
Let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him. So I'll be quickly recognizing some of our guests who came in when the keynote speech was going on. Let's appreciate Mrs. Funmilayo Eric Strobukola. She's present here. And also, that's from Ascent Foundation. And also, we recognize Mr. Sheye Olurutsimi from MSME. Let's appreciate him as well. So it's gradually coming to an end. I will be inviting up here finally, the lead coach of the More by Meristem team of Meristem Securities Limited for the closing remarks.
Thank you, Deborah, and thank you, everyone. I must say that it's a pleasure to have you here. We know that you should be somewhere else, but you have taken time to come and join us. I must also mention that Deborah is one of us, and she has become more. We met Deborah at the University of Lagos as an undergraduate, and we pulled her in. She even served here at Meristem for 10 months, and now I have told her that we have sold into her portfolio, so we are reaping now. She's not receiving any returns for this service that she has given to us. I must commend everyone, especially the graduates today. Congratulations once again. It's good to start something and finish it. Actually, humans would always reward consistency. So you see someone who is good and does not so good, but does something consistently, and you see people rewarding them. And so you have been consistent and you have completed this program. It's a great privilege to be here. I say congratulations once again. And to our management, without you, we cannot do what we have done. It's not possible. Sometimes we would ask for funding, and we'll have to justify why we need to spend. But at the end of the day, we receive the funding. Thank you so much. And to our partners, It's Gear, MIA, Faith Foundation now. Yes. And to LSCTF, they are not here today. I believe that maybe traffic or something. MSME Africa, thank you so much to everyone. I must also commend all that I had to just hijack, and you gave your time to show up. I want to round up with a statement, and that is that, okay, so before I round off, I'm just seeing Dr. Femi Egbeshola, the president of the Association of Small Business Owners of Nigeria. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much for making it. It's good to see you. Okay, so what we are doing at MORE is to see how we can achieve financial literacy outcomes, financial inclusion outcomes, and to support entrepreneurial dreams of young people. And we hope that in a few years' time down the line, we would be seeing you as beacons of hope to others that are coming behind you. Thank you so much, everyone, and congratulations once again.
So now we are getting closer to the end of the end. So at this moment, we would love each and every one of us to meet each other, network, talk to each other. Lunch is being served by my left. So when we're ready to eat, we can just take a walk down there. Thank you all very much. Again, my name is Deborah John.
Imagine a financial partner that understands your dreams, whether it's saving for your child's education, building an emergency cushion, or growing wealth for the future.
WealthBuddy is that partner, seamlessly connecting your daily finances to your long-term aspirations through investing and saving tools that work across all your devices.
Do you have a short, mid, or long-term goal? We provide smart, automated tools to make it happen. Set any target amount. Choose your perfect savings rhythm and watch as we handle the rest, moving your money effortlessly from intention to reality.
When you're ready to grow your wealth, our curated investment marketplace opens doors to opportunities that were once available to financial experts.
From government-backed treasury bills to dollar-denominated portfolios, every option is carefully selected to match different goals and risk appetites. All managed by a team of experts so you can earn competitive returns without the usual complexity.
The journey to financial freedom starts with a single step. Take that step today with WellBody, where your money doesn't just sit, it grows, evolves, and achieves alongside you.
Welcome to WellBody.
When your name couldn't open doors, you didn't give up. You made your way in anyway, only to find out that there are many doors you still need to open. So you work hard to get the keys until your name began to open doors.
Let Meristem help you keep the doors open for generations to come. Meristem, let's grow wealth for you.